What's up guys, Kool-Aid here, and today we have another loadout video. Today we are going to be focusing on the heavy assault, and I call this loadout the man-eater. The reason I call it that is not because we are going to be eating men or dominating men for that matter, but we are going to be killing lots of infantry with this loadout. This is what this loadout focuses on, and most of my other loadout videos have a little bit of a niche to them. I can honestly say I think this is one of, if not the best, toe-to-toe infantry killing loadouts in the game. So let's get started. First, we'll be talking about the primary weapons. Now, I'm going to be using an EM6 with a compensator and a foregrip this entire video. Obviously, you VS and TR guys are not going to be able to use that. And also, you NC guys, if you're not a big fan of the EM6, that's fine. You don't have to use it. There's no real specific weapon for this loadout. The only thing I would recommend, however, is going with an LMG. Try maybe staying away from SMGs or shotguns with this loadout, simply because we want to be more versatile. We want to be able to do close quarters battles, we want to have some long range capabilities, and we want to be able to dominate at medium range, and you're going to be able to do that with most LMGs. They're really good for that. Also, if we get in bad situations, this loadout is going to give us the ability to do 2v1s or 1v3s, whatever, and we want that big capacity to be able to just hold down the trigger and spray multiple people down at one time. So I would suggest using an LMG for this loadout. Pick one that you're comfortable with. There's no real specific way you have to go here. For our sidearm, we have some leeway here as well, but my recommendation, my favorite pistol, is the underboss. That's what I'm going to be rocking with my heavy assault. Reason being, a lot of my other classes I like to use a suppressor, but with a heavy assault I just like to come loud and proud and basically challenge people to try and kill me with this loadout. So I'm going to be using the underboss. Now if you don't have an underboss, you don't have to go buy one for this loadout. A commissioner would work just fine. If you have another pistol that you like, it's perfectly fine. There is definitely some leeway when it comes to your secondary weapon as well, but I do love me some underboss. So the last weapon we need to talk about is the rocket launcher, and for this loadout I am going to recommend the stock starting dumbfire rocket. That would be the Shrike for NC, the S1 for VS, and the ML-7 for TR. Now some of you might say you want to use the decimator because it does more damage, but we're talking about only killing infantry here, and both of these rocket launchers will kill infantry with maxed out nanoweave in one shot. So you're getting one extra rocket with the stock launcher as opposed to being able to do more damage, but since both one-shot infantry, that doesn't really matter when we're talking about an infantry killing loadout. Now if you do have a decimator and you want a little bit of extra oomph for those vehicles, that's fine as well. They'll both work for this loadout, but in terms of pure infantry killing ability, the stock are just going to give you that one extra rocket. So for the ability slot or shield slot, we are going to go with the resist shield, and this is my favorite shield for the heavy assault. Now it is going to cost 1,000 certs to fully max out, and that's going to allow the shield to last 10 seconds. The one thing I really love about this shield is that it only takes 17 seconds to fully recharge again. So you can actually have this shield up more than it's actually down if you want to. This is going to help to consistently stay fighting, whereas the other shields takes so long to recharge, you're going to have to do a lot more waiting around, and you guys know how I like to play that more aggressive style, and this is going to be better for that. Now, the resist shield, for you guys who do not know, it does not absorb all damage like the other two shields, like the adrenaline and the nanite shield. What the resist shield does is actually reduces incoming damage by 45%. So if you have 1,000 health, so no nanoweave armor or anything like that, and you were to pop your resist shield and then take a full onslaught of bullets till you die, you're essentially going to have 1,450 health, and that will go up even more with nanoweave armor. At one point in time, the last time I actually did a heavy video, which was a while back, is months ago, surting into resist shield was actually broken. It was not increasing the duration. For anybody wondering, that has been fixed. It's probably been fixed for some time now. My little hiatus is, I think, when it got fixed. But even back then at like rank 1 when it wasn't upgrading anymore, I still liked it better than the other shields. So you can imagine how much I like it now that I have it fully maxed out. Moving on to our suit slot, we are going to be going with nanoweave armor. And nanoweave armor is quite expensive. It's going to cost over 1,200 certs to fully max out. Those first 4 tiers are actually pretty cheap. And that last tier is 1,000 certs. but that is going to give us 250 additional health. Now, some of you may be asking me, hey Kool-Aid, I thought you were a huge fan of advanced shield capacitor because that allows you to stay in combat more frequently, allows for less downtime. Well, the having the resist shield actually kind of serves that purpose, and then with using nano weave with it, we're going to be just a complete tank. So we kind of get the best of both worlds. We get nano weave, plus we get the ability to stay mobile, stay in combat more often, and the combination together is just ridiculous. You should never lose a 1v1 fight if you're at full health, full shield, and you have resist shield to pop. You can simply turn on anybody. It's just absolutely ridiculous. You pretty much become a tank at that point. But to feed all this health that we're going to have, we are going to be using med kits with this loadout. Med kits are going to cost you 50 to be able to carry one, 100 to be able to carry two, 150 to be able to carry that third one, and then 500 search for that fourth one. Now, I honestly do not have that fourth tier of med kits. I've had other stuff to spend my certs on, or I have not found myself actually needing that fourth one. I typically die before then. But if you're actually using this loadout and you actually find yourself going on crazy long streaks, you might want to pick up that last tier. I do plan on getting it sooner than later, but for now it's kind of a lot of certs for something that I rarely ever will use. But I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there that are going to go on much longer kill streaks than me and are definitely going to need that fourth med pack. So, anyways, moving on to the last spot, and that is our grenade spot, and I love me concussion grenades. Honestly, this is my favorite grenade in the entire game. Fortunately, I don't play heavy assault nearly enough to have any of them really cool concussion grenade moments that you've probably seen, where you'll throw it in a crowd of like 10 people and jump in like Rambo and mow them all down. But I can honestly say these are probably my favorite grenades in the game, and these are definitely worth the 200 certs that it costs to get them. This will finish off this loadout, the Man-Eater. Like I said, we are going to be just dominating infantry with this loadout, and I truly believe it's probably one of, if not the best loadouts for that. So anyways, guys, that is all I have today. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have a difference of opinion. I'm sure you guys do. I'll be happy to discuss it with you in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.